With you. I'm going to get right into it because we've got a lot to go over and I don't like wasting anybody's time. So here we go. So I want to go over the pillars, the main things that are creating or holding up the Staffless Practice Success System. And then I want to tell you about our 12-week program. I'm not going to take more than 10 minutes of your time to do this. Let me just put some lip on. Okay. If you don't already know me, my name is Dr. Jody Dinnerman. I've been in practice here in New Jersey I'm in my 22nd year of practice, and I specialize in serving mom before, during, and after having babies. So I take care of her kids, I take care of her during pregnancy, I take care of her entire family. And what I found was over maybe 3 years ago now, I had just had it with trying to manage a team. It's just not what I do well. And I really wanted to be focused and intentional when I was at my office serving my people. And I could not be distracted by trying to figure out how to do that and manage people at the same time. So push came to shove. I figured out this is the time that I need to have no staff in my practice. And I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what programs to use. I didn't know how to automate what needed to be automated without feeling cheesy about it. I didn't know what to do with my phone. That alone was like a whole, earth-shattering experience to figure out. But I figured it out. And a lot of my friends watched me go through this process. A lot of my colleagues, people I went to chiropractic school with, and then all of a sudden, spring of 2020, boom, the world changed overnight and people lost their staff left and right. And my phone started blowing up. Jody, what's that thing you do with this? What's the thing you do with that? And I realized that I had something to share. And that was the birth of the Staffless Practice Success System. So it went from soup school to Staffless Practice Academy. And the biggest thing we do is we listen to what our students tell us they need more of or less of. And what we hear is that we need more accountability. We need a plan that's customized just for my practice. If someone had said to me a few years ago, I have a plan for you just for your practice, to serve more people, to earn more money, to work less hours, and to do it all without staff or with staff who only does what they're great at doing. If someone had said that to me and told me that they were going to hold my hand all the way through and it's only 12 weeks long, I would have said, sign me up yesterday and I don't even care what it costs. That's what I would have said. So we created a 12-week program. It's a 12-week coaching program at Staffless Practice, and it's in the birth. It's launching right now as we speak. We're taking in our first handful of students. We are booked solid with consultations, people saying, I want this, I want this, I want this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the pillars of the Staffless Practice Success System, the things that we focus on when we create a plan for you for the 12-week coaching program. If at any point you want to jump on a call with me, a no strings call, we just jump on the phone for 10 minutes, reach out to me. If you're watching this, wherever you're watching it, drop below, reach out to me. I want to call. Just type in the word yes and I'll find you. Or just shoot me an email or a text and you'll find all of that in the, I'm actually going to post my text number in a hot minute. Let's get into the first pillar. You ready? The first pillar of the Staffless Practice Success System is preparing for success. Because who showed you how to do that? At what point in graduate school or massage school or PT school or chiropractic school I'm about to go on a book tour at the time this is being recorded. I have so many students reaching out to me saying, Jody, I can't wait to meet you. I can't wait to hear what you have to say because I don't feel ready. I don't feel prepared. And what we focus on as far as preparation is concerned is time, energy, money exchange. Are you in fair exchange with your schedule? Do you have a good schedule for your perfect practice member at the office? And when you leave the office, do you leave shortly after your last practice member of the day? And do you go home and enjoy your life? Or do you keep working when you're at home? That's time. Money is, how do you know how much to charge? What do you charge for your fee? How do you know if you're in fair exchange financially? How do you talk about money? How do you ask permission to talk about money? These are all things that we work on in the preparation pillar. And then, of course, energy. How do you protect your energy while you're in practice, but also respect the experience of your practice member? All of that is about preparation, and man, oh man, do we have tools for you. Okay, the second pillar is automation. The biggest thing that people come across when they figure out the automation piece is, how do you know what to automate? How do you know if you should not automate this because this really requires a person doing this on the other end of the phone or the other end of the desk, versus this is really something that can be streamlined and automated? This is all about efficiency. Practice efficiency with personalization. There's nothing worse than an automated experience that's not personal. What we're going to teach you is how to automate what needs to be automated, but keeping the experience personal for the person on the other end of it. It's so important, you guys. If you drop the personal piece when it comes to automation, with like an example would be an answer call service with people on the other end of the phone who don't get what you do, don't get why you do it, and don't care about your practice members, you're going to miss the boat. I'd so much rather see you, instead of doing that, I'd so much rather see you send people to a voicemail message that you left yesterday, directing them to getting the solution that they need, because that's a personalized experience. That's a great example. So that's automation. The hardest part about automation pillar is figuring out what needs to be automated. I'm telling you right now, that's the biggest struggle we come across. And as soon as we figure out what in your practice, your specific practice, needs to be automated, it looks like this. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Everything falls into place. Okay, that's pillar 2, automation. Deep breath. Ready? Good. There's so much good stuff happening, you guys. Okay. Pillar 3, connection. Connecting with the right people to move your practice forward. How do you know how to grow your practice with fun and organization and authenticity and integrity front and center? How do you make sure that the hours and the money that you spend on building your practice, the energy that you spend on building your practice, is going to result in filling your practice with people who get what you do, appreciate what you do, and are ready for what you do? How do you do all of that? How do you put joy in the center of all of your practice building so that you truly can serve more people, earn more money, and work less hours? That's all about connection. Connecting with the right people who you're serving, that's what we call your perfect practice member, creating policies for your perfect practice member, and connecting with the right people in your community, what we call your PALs, your Practice Alliance leads, which are going to become Practice Alliance loves. All of these things are things that we're going to walk you through within the 12-week period. So here's the thing. The Staffless Practice Success System program, the 12-week program, I am so sure that this is going to help your practice explode, that we have a promise, and it's called the 30 promise. The promise to you is, by the end of the 12 weeks that we spend together, having private calls, having weekly community calls, all of these things that are included, by the end of the 12 weeks, you are going to have 30% more visits on your schedule. You're going to be making 30% more income. And most importantly, you're going to spend 30% less time on things that just aren't the best use of your time. That's my promise. I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to achieve more than that, but that's what I can promise and rest my head on the pillow at night. And what we're seeing is people's worlds are exploding. People are looking at things through a different lens. And so what does it look like? It looks like you and me jumping on the phone for a 10-minute no strings call. We get on the phone. Hi, it's me. I'm listening. Tell me all about it. You tell me all about it. And here's one thing about me. If you know me, you know that I'm going to tell you whether or not I feel like I can help. There have been many people over the past few days during this launch who have told me their story and what they're looking for. And a lot of them fit our program, because otherwise you're not going to reach out to me, right? A couple of them, I said, you know what, just hang back in the group for a while. Check out the free stuff that I give out. I don't think it's the best fit for you. So my promise is, after our 10-minute no strings call, I'm going to tell you whether or not I think I can help you. And if I can, put your seatbelt on, because we're going to do some work. So at that point, I give you some homework. You go home, you work on the homework, and we re-meet and we dive deep, really deep, in a strategy call. So that's what I'm offering. I hope it's exciting to you. If it is exciting to you, this is only going to be offered until Friday evening at 8 o'clock Eastern. So here's what you want to to do to grab one of these no string calls. Direct message me or shoot me a text, 908-495-6988. No strings called. That's all we're going to do. I'm going to hang out. I'm going to ping pong back and forth in the Facebook group. If you're not already in our big community group, it's called Streamline Systems for Staffless Practitioners. You got to come on over because we're doing amazing things. Again, this no strings offer, the 12-week coaching program, it's only open until Friday evening at 8 p.m. and then literally we're closing our doors, and here's why. I want to make sure that our new coaching program clients have all of me. You get 100% of me, and I can only do that to a select few people. So we're almost at the point of filling those seats. If you think it's a potential for you, jump in. Let's jump on the call. And I can actually talk to you today. I have time pushed aside for these 10-minute calls. Okay, you guys, I'm loving you from here. Remember, it's about giving great care because the world needs great care yesterday, and I'm right here on the other end of the computer. Make today count.